How should we start our videos?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Here in my garage with my Lamborghini.
So Mark and Mel here, and like we have talked about before, we are restoring a 1981 Puma, and we were gonna kind of walk through some of the things we were thinking of doing. One of the things is the engine bay, and you can drop your comments along. So you can see the cord hanging out in Canada here, because they sit for a while. You got to keep the batteries charged. This baby has a 1600 VW engine in it. The dual carbs in it, upgrade. You can see we have plugged in.
So it doesn't die again.
So it doesn't die, yeah. Again. Yeah. So one of the things we wanted to do is we wanted to clean up the engine bay. It's currently a nasty, filthy kind of gray. What we were discussing was going black as a possibility.
But we didn't know whether gloss black or matte black.
Or matte black.
Because it's like a matte kind of black right now. And might just go, I don't know if it would be better as gloss.
We don't know. So we're just kind of shooting it out there to see if you want to make some comments, or if you have some pictures of other people that have done it, see what it would look like. Well, that's just one of the things. This is our garage. Nothing fancy. We're just going to try and do the best that we can with what we got. One of the other things is under the hood in the front. Same kind of question. So this one's in a little better shape. Again, it's black. Now I don't know if it came like this, but it has like a, well, it's a fake leather cover that goes over the gas can, or the gas tank. And we were wondering whether to redo it or remove it. So I was thinking of keeping it and redoing it. Melody's idea is getting rid of it.
So that's what it looks like without it. I was thinking we could just like repaint this with like a gloss black so that it would look really pristine. I don't know, with that it kind of just like looks like you're trying to cover something up.
It does kind of look like it's Bondo or hiding something, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, if we were to put that back on now, like if you passed me, like I don't mind this part of it. It's just like this weird flap thing that I don't like. And then we would have to redo all this. It's all work.
So we don't know if it came from the factory like that or not. But then would you paint the different parts like different colors, or all just one color of black, or what?
I would go with just like a gloss black.
On everything? Yep.
But
Clean up the wiring and stuff. Those are some of the questions. I'll show you. Oh, that was something else we were doing.
so in the front of the car, I don't even think you can see it. You'd have to have a light in there. Oh, there we go. So it is all rusted away right there.
You see the frame rails at the front?
Yeah.
So they're rotten right at the bumper section. And at this point, that's not a big deal unless you're in a front end crash. And I think you're going to die anyway if this, ever crashes. But if you don't connect that and just leave it, then the stress is going to be on the fiberglass.
Yeah.
And if we're going to put in a lot of money to get all the fiberglass redone, it's going to crack more.
Yeah.
So we have to start by getting that done first. And we were talking to a specialty shop, and he'll have to cut out the front parts and re-weld stuff in there, and then put it all back together again and rebuild it. That's the expensive part of getting all this done, because he has to start at that project first, so then all the paint matches.
Yeah.
So a weird flap thingy.
What are your thoughts, Matt, on this?
I would keep it, I would cut the flap off. But this, if you spill gas here, you're not gonna wreck the paint that's on it. And then say you go like a kilometer or something, you just take it off before you go.
Like I would remake this obviously because it's all warped and gross and disgusting and whatnot, and maybe use like different material, like a thicker wood and whatnot. I would definitely use like put a bigger hole here. Like it might look nice that it's closer, but like if you move it, like obviously like it's ripping.
Yeah.
Like the different parts are ripping off. Yeah. Pull this.
With something on it.
You can get a spray adhesive that you could.
I have some.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, I have some inside. And then we also have to remount this because that falls off
It
all
just
the time.
falls off. You go over a bump and the windshield washer bottle just falls off. Like that.
It just.
And now you know why there's a stain there, because it's washer fluid.
Yeah.
So I don't know who really designed that. Yeah, see? And we may have to get the bottom reinforced because I bottom out on everything going in through every driveway.
So there's like a bigger hole there.
Yeah, I think that hole's kind of ground open.
Because it used to be, it's a hole I think for water to go out.
Yeah.
But it's getting bigger. So. I think I would definitely shape this better too. Like, because you'd have to measure it better so that it fits. Because it's all wonky. Like, you feel like it shouldn't be as weird. I don't know. I feel like I just thrown in there like, oh, here you go.
From far away, the pictures look great, but when you get up close, you can see that it's all the fiberglass is all cracked and stuff like that. That we're gonna have to ship out to somebody who actually knows what they're doing. Get all the window seals, all of those have to be replaced, all the new rubber and everything, so that it doesn't leak. As you can see, it's all coming up. Another question we had thought of is you can see where the antenna hole is, but there's no antenna. So we were thinking, do you keep it like it's supposed to be and put an antenna back, or put a short one like here, or like one of the fins? Any thoughts?
I was thinking the fin. I thought the fin would look better.
I think it would look neat, something here.
And then these bother me a lot.
Well, yeah, we gotta buy some. There's parts that are missing. There's vent grills that have to go on here. Another thought that I thought was, I've seen a wing before that goes over here. I don't know whether that's something we can get aftermarket from another kind of car, or whether we can have one made, or
Like a Porsche or something.
I've seen Ferraris with them. I don't know if I've seen a Porsche with them. But, something like that. Those are some of the thoughts.
Louvers? No.
It is from the 80s.
I like louvers. I don't know how well they would look in this car though.
I'd like to tint the windows just because I think it would look neat, but the view is so limited in this thing.
If you tinted them, you'd just...
If you tinted them, you'd probably run into things because you wouldn't be able to see it at all. And these mirrors, we got to change the mirrors because you close the door, you go over a bump, and it readjusts, and you've only got this little tiny square, and you can barely see anything out of it to begin with. So one of the reasons I wanted to keep it red was so everybody saw us coming, so that they didn't crash into us, because we probably won't see them out of the windows or the mirrors.
Gonna put like cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
Me. And then these as well. We were wondering, because they're supposed to be chrome.
They're supposed to be chrome. Now, somebody's went and painted these, so I don't know whether to get new ones or have them repainted or what.
Yeah,
Black?
Black would be cool.
I mean, you got a black grill on the back.
I mean, there's accents of black all over.
Yeah.
I think it would look funny with the chrome because except for the door handles, there's really no
Right.
other
And the
place
exhaust
on
tips.
But other than that, like, there's nothing really else like on the rest of the car that is chrome. So I wonder if it would just look funny.
The actual replacement mirrors look like chrome bullets, so I don't know whether it's supposed to be accented in chrome. I personally like it accented in black. So yeah. What
I was also talking about there's like a weird kind of carpet on the
inside, yeah.
I don't know if you'll be able to get that on video at all because it's black, so it's hard to tell, but it's like really fuzzy and kind of weird. So I was thinking instead of going with this kind of weird carpet, like maybe going with like a faux leather or like a leather in the back or something that doesn't look as
Something easier to clean too.
gross.
Yeah.
When we were cleaning it, there was so many pine needles that I had to like keep pulling out of it. I don't know where they came from, but yeah, and then all the leather and stuff that is on the inside of the car is now like falling apart, that
yeah.
needs to be redone and oiled or whatever it is so that it doesn't crack.
This is some of our thoughts. The other thing, well, one of the other project that has to happen is because it's air cooled, it has heater boxes in the exhaust. We bought this from a race car driver, and that's all been removed. He put on custom exhaust, removed all the heating elements, so there's no way to heat the interior. So on a cooler night in the summer or something, you got fog in your windows, you're out of luck. Yeah, I guess you just have to hold your breath or something so you don't fog up the windows. Just roll down the window.
Hold the door.
Stop at Timmy's for a break.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what you're gonna do. So far that hasn't been a problem, but you get a night where it's foggy, you could be in trouble.
We're gonna really have to clean this up because there's so much stuff that falls off of it. Like it's literally like every time you drive this thing and then reopen it, there is like
White powdery crap.
stuff that falls out. I don't
Foamy something.
know if it was like filled in with something,
I don't know if it's sound deadener or filler or what it is, but it always falls out.
but you can tell like really over here it's falling apart a lot.
Yeah.
To use a wire brush, get all that off, and then paint that.
It looks like it was red at one point.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Someone must have put like done some work to it. It's the same number on here as it is on the.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah.
Yep, so the numbers are the same on it, so
Gotcha.
that's original. But obviously it was painted over. And then we had to put like little stopper thingies here.
It's just the steel nubs. You can order the rubber ones for that.
And the wiring in this thing is nuts. There's just wires that hang out of nowhere. Like,
And they just keep adding switches and buttons as something dies. They just rewire it and add another switch to it.
well,
It's a project. We knew it when we bought it.
then this has to be replaced too. Order some lights. Well, the light coverings.
Lenses, yeah.
Well, not really for this. I think it must have been hit or something on this side because it's all cracked on this side. And then this has to be replaced because it's all warped from where it's stuck on.
And they've lost the keys, which really isn't helpful. So we have just ordered a new handle on the driver's side with a lock and everything. So I gotta change that. Thinking of putting in power door lock, so at least I can lock it and then I can use a remote. I don't know.
No, you can't steal it anyways.
That's true. Because there's no keys.
There's no keys and they wouldn't know how to turn it on anyways.
Yeah.
It's like a puzzle to turn it on. You know, those switches and buttons you actually have to press in the right order for it to.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
And if you get it wrong, you're just gonna honk the horn. So.
Maybe we don't need keys for it. We should just leave it.
We should just leave it like that. Nobody can steal it.
That's
Those are some of the things we wanted to
projects for now.
Yeah. So, if you have anything that you want to add or send a comment, please do. We're open to ideas. And thank you, Matt, for filming us.
In the rain.
In the rain? Poor guy. In the cold rain. With the cold.
Welcome to Canada.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, now we gotta go in back and have our Tim Hortons coffee again.
So, leave a comment, subscribe. Feel free to follow us on Instagram too. We're friendly. Bye.
Bye.